My garden and my home are my sanctuary, where my creativity and nature entwine. The strong sense of connection I have to here is central to everything I do. Nature has a strong voice in the garden. The lawn is only cut once later in the year, so the bees and the insects can enjoy the lovely variety of plants, such as primroses, fritillaries, cowslips, and dandelions, which bring the goldfinches, which is such a joy. The pond is another area of the garden. I've seen grass snakes, moorhen nests, frogs, dragonflies, a heron, and even spotted a kingfisher. I've reintroduced hedges, a large planting of willows, early pollen for the insects, and other trees, including fruit trees. Also, I've created a wildflower meadow, another habitat for wildlife, including hares. I see the garden as a series of ecosystems within ecosystems. I'm guided by the ideas of permaculture and fibershed principles, where everything is important to everything else, from soil to soil. It's a circular journey. It has its own natural rhythm, slow and beautiful and labour-intensive. It is said you should plant flax on a full moon, March-April time, and harvest between 80 to 100 days later when all the beautiful pale blue flowers have gone. Then you pull up the plants and lay them to ret in the dew. This starts the processing of the fibres in the middle of the stems, which is what ends up as linen. I became curious about alpacas about 11 years ago, and I currently have 4. Of course, they have to be sheared, and I couldn't bear to waste the fleece. This took my art in a new direction, closely followed by using natural dyes from plants that are from my immediate surroundings, both cultivated and foraged. The joy of colour is central to my practice, so growing and dyeing from the plants is wonderful. This is my polytunnel. It's an organic combination of dyeing plants, flowers and veg. In here I have dyer's chamomile, St. John's wort, Japanese indigo, coreopsis, black knight scabious and madder, all to use as dye plants. In the alpaca's field is the king of everything here, a big oak tree that I guess is around 300 years old. I find it amazing that a mature oak tree can support up to 2,300 wild species, birds, mammals, insects, fungi, all inhabiting the same environment. The acorns from this tree made the colours of the alpaca yarn I've used for the piece Homage. I hate throwing anything away. I keep hens. They give me eggs, and I give them leftover kitchen scraps and plants that have gone to seed and more. I adore composting, kitchen waste, hen manure and bedding, remnants of the materials I work with, alpaca poo, all goes into the mix to enrich the soil for the next year, as well as the liquid fertiliser I make from the alpaca manure, nettles and comfrey and rainwater I collect in vast quantities. My work and the way I live are symbiotic. It's about treading lightly on the earth, in harmony with nature, and developing my practice while protecting and enhancing my immediate surroundings. There is a reawakening of more people intuitively connecting to the land and nature across the country and the world, which is so heartening and wonderful to be part of.